Alright, here we go. So this is what happened when you play the same deck over and over and over. My opponent is playing bestial tier limits, of course, like always. Everybody's playing this shit. So we're going to start off Legendary Ocean, going to Karyushin. Oh yeah, and just in case y'all didn't know, this deck is completely immune to the bestial monsters. There's not a single dark monster in this entire deck. So there's no darks, no lights. Basically, his bestials are just dead cards in his hand. He has to bestial his own shit to get the effects of those bestials and get him onto the field. The other thing about the bestials that's super funny is since they are all pretty much dark monsters, he can only put one on the field while this card's on the field and the Umi is on the field. So he's going to have to choose, do I put a bestial on the field or do I put a tier limit on the field? Let's see. So I go ahead and go Sea Stealth 2 right here, and I got the perfect card for Sea Stealth 2 in my hand, the Mega Fortress Whale. So he's going to activate King of the Swamp, and I'm just going to call by the grave that. And then he's going to activate Reinforcement of the Army. So I am glad that I did that in the order that I did, because if I had called by the grave this card, then I wouldn't have been able to stop the Reinforcement of the Army. So the fact that I used Call by the Grave on his King of the Swamp and then use Ash on the Reinforcement of the Army got the optimal amount of play out of this guy. So basically, I'm just going to enter the battle phase right here, use the Karyushin to grab the Sea Stealth attack, just basically attack, and the Sea Stealth 2 activates, summoning the Mega Fortress Whale. Once I went out of the battle phase, it popped this card, allowing me to bring out General Raiho. Now, whenever my opponent tries to activate a monster effect on the field, they have to discard a card from their hand or the effect is negated. So I know this can be bad going against tier limits, but if they normal anything other than tier limit Rhino Heart, basically they lock themselves out of whatever they do. So they have to play tier limit Rhino Heart to be able to start fusion summoning. And then the immediate card that they have to go into, so they have to have enough cards in their graveyard to be able to go into Kaleido Heart. That's the only one that can actually win them the game, Kaleido Heart, because Kaleido Heart can go and then spin this card off the field. So think about this for a second, right? Kaleido Heart would have to target Karyushin to spin it off the field. But here's the funniest thing. This card can't be targeted by a non-water monster, which means they can't target this, they can't target this because these are both waters. So he would have to discard something out of his hand and either target the Legendary Ocean, the Sea Stealth 2, the Sea Stealth Attack, or the Dark Reef. But I'm going to activate this, so he's going to have to target one of these three cards right here, right? If he targets Sea Stealth 2, it does nothing. If he targets Legendary Ocean, it does nothing. He's still locked into Kaleido Heart. If he targets Sea Stealth Attack, basically he'll be able to attack into these and kill them. But, and here's the biggest but to it, if he targets Sea Stealth Attack and sends it back, basically Sea Stealth 2 will still be able to revive this monster right here. Once it pops, it'll be able to just resummon Karyushin back out if it gets destroyed. So he would have to target this card. That's the funniest thing. So he wouldn't be able to actually use effects on Karyushin, if that makes sense. And he would only get one attack because he would have Kaleido Heart. So that's why this particular deck is so brutal against tier limits, because they can't do a damn thing. GG's my boy. Thank you for playing the meta deck so you give me an easy dub. Peace.